Welcome into another edition of HBD Sports. It's our show. It's Clyde. It's Money. What's up, buddy? You ready to do this?
Yes, sir, man. Ready to get it rolling. Talk some wrestling.
Nothing like some good wrestling talk. Right away, I want to hop into this real quick. Did you hear that Matt Hardy has 11 days left on his WWE contract?
I seen that yesterday, and that should put us at 10 days if my math's correct there.
Okay, yeah. I see that. Yeah, posted 18 hours. Yeah, I guess I didn't do the math there. Okay. Yeah, so he has 10 days left on his contract. What do you think about that?
It's interesting, man. He, if AEW comes after him, he's kind of a creative genius in a way. His wrestling ain't what it was. Father Time's caught up a little bit. He can still go, but I'll tell you what, if I was running a wrestling company, I'd be interested in him for creative, man. He's very creative.
Yeah, I think he's slowed down a little bit in the ring, but I love the gimmicks he's come up with. The whole broken thing, that angle was perfect. So I think he would be definitely good creative with AEW. I don't know, who knows? He could just be teasing, though, and he could end up staying with WWE because I heard at one time they was kind of going to transition him to like more of a backstage or like ambassador type role. Did you hear something like that also?
Yes, I have heard the rumors. I mean, he is a beloved superstar and definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer also, and creatively, man, he's a really interesting character.
So what is going on? This is one riff I thought I would never see, and this could just be an angle also because you never know in the wrestling business, brother. But
that's right.
Did you hear about the Undertaker? Like, I guess he's gonna appear at StarCast. Is that right?
I think that has actually been confirmed. I seen a video last night of Undertaker at some kind of Christian rally. I'm not sure what that was even about. I'm gonna have to look a little more into that.
Okay, so he's going to appear at StarCast. Then I didn't see the Christian Rally video. I have to check that out myself. So he's going to do the StarCast thing though, and evidently, like, Vince is mad about this. Have you heard that too?
I could see that, man, but you know how it is. People always are creating rumors, so nothing's really confirmed. I could see that though, because Vince. I've heard Vince say that Undertaker's pretty much, his best friend, so
he's family.
I can see that. Yeah, he's part of the family for sure.
But you can't really hate on the guy for going out and making some money. It almost seems like if Vince, it would just be petty for Vince to be mad about something like that, in my opinion. Even though it kind of does boost the competition a little bit, but at the same time, at the end of the day, Undertaker's got to make that money.
Yeah, my thoughts on it is if Vince is upset, everything I've ever heard about him through podcasts and things like that, he's kind of if he's mad, it's not very long. He kind of puts it away, and it's basically next. Let's move on. Let's keep moving forward. Regardless of whether it's the Undertaker or Joe Smo or somebody.
Oh, Jeff Jarrett or somebody, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I was kind of shocked, actually, when he came back. I was like, man, if he can bury that hatchet, I guess he can bury any hatchet right there.
Oh, man, Vince is notorious for giving people lots of chances. He's a businessman first. I think if he sees he can make some money, man, he's gonna go ahead and make some money.
So Dave Meltzer, though, is reporting that the WWE was pushing to have the Undertaker secured for a match at WrestleMania 35, following the news that he'd be appearing at StarCast, and it just kind of seems something like Vince would do if he didn't have any plans for him. He's gonna get some real quick. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. He's in like I said in our other podcast. I don't think Vince is in panic mode, but I think he's paying attention. He has to, man. There's no way around.
I think they're all paying attention. Did you see what Triple H said about the talent, like just basically not being up to snuff?
Yeah, they're trying to get everybody super motivated, man. This could, and I hope it will be another version of the Monday Night Wars, but maybe even better. I mean, we'll have to see. Yeah,
I mean, with Triple H, what I was getting at there was that, and I'm sorry, I was reading for a second. When what did they do? They promoted, like, they brought up 4 wrestlers from NXT. Was that kind of like to wake everybody up, or what do you think? What do you think's going on there?
I think it could have been used for that. I could see that as a motivational tool to be like, we're going to bring these guys, and Aleister Black, Ricochet, Johnny Gargano, Gargano, if I'm saying that right, and Johnny Wrestling are super talented, man. A lot of charisma. And,
yeah, I mean, that Ricochet's a superstar.
yeah, and I mean, those guys, they pitched a shutout, too. They didn't lose matches on SmackDown or Raw.
Well, I'm reading this here, and it said that was actually McMahon's idea, and of course, I'm sure you're not surprised about that, considering the way that you've taken direction in your opinions on these last few podcasts. But he said he labeled his current product stale, so that's funny. Like Cody and them are going for something fresh, and Vince is like, "We're just stale over here." He's like,
yeah, Vince is I believe part of being a great businessman. Unfortunately, sometimes you got to be a great manipulator too. So I think he's doing what he did back in the day, man, when the chips were down, and he asked everybody to step up, and they did in a major way. So I mean, I'm kind of pulling for WWE. I'm pulling for AEW too.
I'm pulling for good wrestling.
There you go. You know what? I take back my statement. I'll agree with that. I'll agree with you there.
Yeah, and I'm pulling for the athletes, the competitors, more than any company. I'm just pulling for them,
Yeah, I can agree with that, man. I like that.
Okay, here's something that I noticed too, and I guess you've seen this. This is all over the web. What about Roman Reigns? He's only been out about 4 months, but he might be coming back. And I was speculating on that very thing last week. I was saying that the whole Ambrose thing could be an angle, and that Roman Reigns will be back sooner than you think, because he just filmed a movie, and the guy's apparently in pretty good health, which is awesome news. And so what if Ambrose has re-signed with WWE, Roman Reigns will be back sooner than you think, and then sometime, I don't know, let's say right around October when the AEW TV deal starts, and the WWF can kind of fight back by unveiling the Shield again, and here comes the ratings war right away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking.
I'm looking forward to it. I hope my thoughts and prayers have been with Roman since that news was broke. I hope that maybe he's beat this thing, man, because I'm in the minority. A lot of people, don't like Roman, but I like him a lot, man. I think he's a great wrestler, and I'm pulling for him.
I think Roman is really good at selling damage in the ring.
Yeah, man, he's an interesting wrestler. The fans kind of only started turning on him because they wanted Daniel Bryan to win that, and I was wanting Daniel Bryan too.
Well, and the push was so obvious
to win that Royal Rumble, and it was like Roman wins, and now everybody kind of turned on him basically.
That was like the catalyst of the whole everybody booing Roman. That was like the moment.
And I can totally understand that. I'm a huge Daniel Bryan mark myself, and I mean, I know you are too.
I was thinking back, when I was watching Roman just get booed night after night, and I guess in wrestling, you get any kind of reaction, it's good, right? So I mean, he's getting booed, he's getting some kind of reaction, and he's moving lots of merch, so somebody obviously likes the guy. But when you get any kind of reaction like that, it's good. But I almost wonder why they didn't pull what they did with The Rock back in the day, and just have him just start talking smack to the crowd and just turn heel. It could have just got real hot then. That's just my opinion on the thing.
Oh, they can still go there. Don't be surprised if they don't go there down the road for sure. I could see him being a good heel for sure. Man.
Oh man, yeah, they could have just turned all that heat. Man, they could have lit the place on fire, with the heat.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited for Raw to see what. Hopefully, he's going to announce he's back, man. We can get it going. WrestleMania's getting closer every day.
What is going on with Goldust? Did you see what's up with him?
Yeah, I seen where he switched his. I believe his Twitter handle is now Dustin Rhodes, and it's not Goldust anymore. So maybe he's going to go with his little brother over there.
What do you think? What kind of gimmick do you think he would do over there? Do you think he would just be like just a Rhodes? What do you think?
Well, I heard this. I don't know. Is Cody allowed to use the name Rhodes?
Oh wow! I mean, I don't know. Is he?
Because see, their real last name is Runnels.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
I'm not sure. I read a story. I'm not up to date now, and I'm sorry about that. I will look into it, but I thought I read that Cody couldn't use the Rhodes name anymore, so maybe wow. Dustin would just be Dustin. I mean, that'd be fine with me.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows who he is anyway, so.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Cody's got the whole American Nightmare gimmick down if he wants to, if he wants to use that too.
Yeah, it's gonna get really interesting, man. There's a lot of good stuff happening in wrestling right now.
So have you seen the previews for Fighting with My Family? What are you thinking about that?
I'm actually going tomorrow to see it. Me and my wife are gonna go check it out tomorrow.
All right. So do you want some spoilers? I'm just gonna tell you what happens.
No.
Look, if you don't know, okay, there's this wrestler in England, and her name was Paige, right?
Somehow she made it to the WWE and all that.
Yeah, she makes it all the way to the top of the business, and it's crazy, man. So without spoiling too much. No, but did you see the list of cameos for the movie, like the wrestling cameos?
No, I don't want to know. Please don't tell me.
Oh, you don't want to know? All right.
No, sorry to any of our listeners. You can Google it. It's not that hard, really.
Okay, well, I just want to let you know that The Rock is in the movie.
I figured he might have something to do with that, man. Ain't he the director?
And I know who you're like. I know who the wrestlers are that you like personally, and so I've already read this list of cameos, and yeah, you're gonna be satisfied. I'll just leave it at that because I don't want to ruin anything for you. I know you're excited about seeing the movie. I am too, but I just had to read this article when I saw it today, and yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man.
So, what else is going on? You seen anything else? What's going on Facebook? What's going on across the Twitterverse, the Instagram world?
Actually, the kind of what we were actually just talking about, Paige. I don't know how true it is, but there's a big story that she wants to be in the WWE Hall of Fame, and I know that's not her decision, but we'll see if that's a true story. I'll have to read some more into it.
Oh wow! I don't know. I look at her kind of like I do like a Terrell Davis in like football or something. Like like he did 5-6 good seasons, but he made it to the Hall of Fame. Like her body of work isn't the longest in the world, but goodness gracious, I love watching Paige in the ring.
Yeah, she's phenomenal, sweetheart outside of the ring, and it'll be interesting, man. I can't wait to see the movie, and I'd be for her being in the Hall of Fame. The poor girl can't wrestle anymore, so might as well get her in there. She had a hell of a career in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, absolutely. And plus, they could always keep her on as like a manager or some type of GM role here and there. She can always be involved with the company if they want her around. That is,
You was talking about rumors. There's another rumor out there that Paige has asked that she wants to be a manager for someone.
Well, there you go. I haven't read that, but it makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, because she's over the audience, They give her a good reaction or merchandise. She's a valuable part of the company, so they can find somewhere for her,
So what are they going to do with Kofi at WrestleMania? That's what I want to know.
I have heard that, he's going to wrestle Bryan and lose. This is what I'm hearing. And that they might use all this to finally break the New Day up, so that could be an interesting storyline too.
Man, that would make about 4 months worth of Raw, perfect matches every night in, night out. The New Day battling one another.
There's a few ways you could go with it. Let's say Kofi wins and then he gets the big head. He's like, I don't need you guys no more. Or he loses and it's their fault. It's kind of wrestling 101 basically. From the storyline, storytelling part of it.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. They could go 100 different ways with it. But yeah. I really think if they did break them up, I wouldn't be upset if any of the three of them was ever champion. They're all three supremely talented individuals, and Big E has the look and the skills, to be champion. I think personally, and Kofi has all the skills in the world, and Xavier Woods might be the most intelligent guy on the whole roster.
I'm a huge, you know this, I'm a huge New Day mark. I'd be okay with every one of those guys getting a fair run with the major, WWE or even the Universal. They're all three good on the mic. They're all solid on the wrestling. They all look like athletes. Come on, push these guys, especially Kofi.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think the crowd will be hot for it, especially if like you said, they broke up in some way and ended up wrestling one another or something for one of these titles. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, sorry I keep spitting, man. They're gonna think I'm trying to be like Carlito or something. I just get saliva.
I know you. I just picture you like sitting over there with a big barrel of apples next to you.
I wish. Like, I wish, man. I wish.
So did you hear about Batista?
I have heard about Batista. I've heard something about him being penciled in to face either Triple H or possibly Daniel Bryan.
Right. I was hearing the same thing. So he's turned down AEW too. So, well, reportedly turned down AEW. I guess you never know what's a working nowadays, but he's reportedly turned him down. Which that's like the first loss they've taken, really, which really isn't major for them because there's just so much talent available right now, and I don't think Batista was going to make or break the roster that they have. But it's almost like the first loss they've taken in the war, the first battle they've lost.
Yeah, there's been shots have been fired on both sides. That's for sure.
Do you think Batista coming back will get it like the pop that they're looking for? Like, do you think he can go?
Depends, man. Depends on how they book it, really. But I kind of think, like last time he came, he wasn't getting the reactions, but he's been gone so long, and the Guardians of the Galaxy, Drax, is kind of a beloved character. Might be a little different this time, and especially if he comes out on Triple H. I mean, that's a mega match right there.
I agree, it's a mega match. I just hope they can go, like, they would put a lot of hype and a lot of build up to this match. I'm sure they would. They would give them both a lot of face time leading up to it. I just personally don't know if they could deliver the match in the ring, to match the hype.
No, it's not going to be what it was. I can't remember which WrestleMania, but they battled. Seems like it was over a decade ago at WrestleMania for the title, and it was a good match. But that'll be interesting, man.
Well, we appreciate it today, Clyde. I'm glad you had time to join us. I know you was like super busy but I'm glad you had time for your own podcast today. That was like awful nice of you to take a few moments. And
I always got time for you, baby.
And so coming up soon, here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna do another podcast. Today is, like, it doesn't matter. You might be listening to this 6 months from now, but today,
yeah, you never know.
Today is Friday, so on Sunday, I think you're gonna stop by and we're gonna talk about like some wrestlers you've had the chances to meet over the years and kind of some of your experiences with them. Is that what we're gonna do?
Sounds good to me, man. It might be an adult-rated show.
Well, hey, it's gonna be fun. I know that much. You're not gonna want to miss it, especially the Honky Tonk Man stories.
Yeah, he's out of control, man. That guy's something else.
Yeah, he's a cool dude, though. Hey, we're gonna hop out of here, I guess. Do you want to put any final thoughts in? Anything you got to say?
Anybody that listens, thanks for the listen. If you don't like us, tell us.
Yeah, drop an elbow.
If you like us, put us over. I'm gonna share this on some of our affiliates, their Facebook pages. Hitman Hart, Bliss Army, Becky Lynch Mob, Kofi Kingston Club, and the WWF LJN Maniacs.
That sounds great, brother. I guess we'll hop on out of here, and thanks for listening, everybody, and we will catch you next time.